Morning. Top Gun here, about 3:30 a.m. on Monday morning, March 15th. This is The World According to Top Gun, Steinhardt, Noble, Chapter 1. So in The World According to Top Gun, the greatest investor of all time, I argued that the greatest investor of all time is not Warren Buffett, but Michael Steinhardt. A lot of people don't know Steinhardt because he walked away early. At 55, he retired. He managed money professionally from 1967 to 1995 and walked away at 55 years old to pursue other passions of his, namely reinvigorating American Jewry, the Jewish people, which is he's a Jewish American. And anyways, he starts the book with one of the great trades of his career and of all time, which was going long bonds in 1981. So he was an equity guy. He was managing about $75 million in the early 80s. He was 40 years old when he made this trade. And you could borrow a lot of money. I don't trade bonds, but I assume this is still true. With stocks, you can leverage up maybe 1-to-1, but with treasuries, he was able to put on a $250 million position with $50 million of capital. Now he got a lot of pushback from his investors saying, "What are you doing? You're a stock guy. You're not a bond guy. You don't know anything about bonds." And to refresh your guys' memory about the history. This was a time when the Great Society and spending on the Great Society and spending on the Vietnam War led to huge deficits, which led to very raging inflation, inflationary psychology, interest rates approaching 20%, and everybody thought it would continue. But what Steinhardt had a different view from the consensus that he implemented. Paul Volcker, the Fed chair, broke the back of inflation, which caused bond prices to rally massively in October of 1981. And Steinhardt got a call from one of his partners. He was on vacation in France, saying that their fiscal year began at that time in October, saying that only a few weeks into the year they were up 60%. So this was in many ways, I think Steinhardt writes one of the most satisfying moments of his career, and obviously he leads his book off with it. So it's a great trade, and this guy to me is the greatest of all time, and he should be better known, the great Michael Steinhardt.